Hi guys, we are discussing the Arthashastra, and in this video we get into what were the occupations and travelling systems like in a Kautilyan state. First, occupations. A classified compilation of the extensive variety of occupations and professions pursued by the population with references to the appropriate verses is given in Appendix 6, we will get into that later. The lists of artisans and craftsmen as well as that of entertainers each contain 15 different occupations. There are also detailed lists of attendants, types of jewelers and the specific jobs of those who looked after elephants or horses. The diversity of occupations is also shown by lists of those who practiced prediction, sailed in ships or worked in warehouses. No one seems to be jobless in 2300 years ago, even though there were so few jobs. The fact that one occupation is mentioned more frequently than another is no indication of the number of people engaged in it. For example, farmers are referred to only about a dozen times in the text, but these must have been very numerous and contributed the most to the wealth of the country. Now, travel. Apart from peripatetic people like entertainers, traders, and foreign merchants, ordinary people also traveled. They did so for family reasons, to go on pilgrimages, or to attend fairs and festivals. We know from the detailed regulations on the absence of husbands from home that some went on long journeys lasting more than a year, some sent no messages, and some never returned. Because they are going for international trade and merchant works, of course, and who knows, they might get killed on the way by pirates, or they may drown. So many things could have happened. So many ways to die in a Kautilyan state. Most journeys must have been on foot. Some rode animals or carts. Specifications are laid down for different types of roads and charges for the use of ferries later. Traders and caravans of merchants also paid a road cess and escort charges. Boats and ships could be hired. Movement within the country was strictly controlled. A passport was needed to enter or leave the countryside. Immigration into new settlements was prohibited for some categories, and undesirables were not allowed into the fortified city, and they shouldn't. Secret agents kept track of arrivals and departures. The safety and security of travelers were entrusted to different officials, each one being responsible for a different part of the country. Frontier officers were responsible for the protection of traders and caravans. Fowlers and hunters kept a watch for thieves and robbers in the forests. That was their side job. The chief controller of pastoral lands, and they were called amatya. If you see the Chanakya serial, it's on YouTube, you'll know. The 1991 Doordarshan one. The chief controller of pastoral lands and the official responsible for catching thieves guarded the comparatively less densely populated regions between settled villages. And village headmen bore the responsibility for the safety of travelers and traders inside villages. The officials were liable to compensate the victims of any robbery committed within the areas of their responsibility.